This special edition of Inside the Chamber is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor BG Advisors CPA, certified public accountants and business advisors.
Welcome to Inside the Chamber. I am here with 4 Under 40 award recipient Mikel Mays. Congratulations, and looking forward to hearing a little bit more about you. So let's start with, tell me about someone who maybe was a mentor or an inspiration in your life.
Perfect. Well, thank you for having me. I go with the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. And I only go with that because it's been so many people that have had influences on my life that I could say I look up to, but everyone played their role at their certain time in my life. So some being my parents, community leaders in Naperville, yourself, seeing you run the chamber and even being very instrumental during my early years in the chamber as well.
And you're right. I like you saying it really does take a village of people who it can lift you up. So in that village, what are some attributes that you see in successful leaders?
Yeah, so I think it boils down, one, to communication, empathy, and being able to have said leadership skills. And not just being able to focus on like just the day-to-day communications or empathy, but then realizing that leadership is not just internal, but it's external as well. It's being able to help your team accomplish what they need to be successful. And I say communication because, you have a vision, you have something that you're trying to achieve, and you need to be able to effectively communicate that to your team so they know what you're doing. They know how to move forward with the plan that's at hand. And adding on to that, I would add transparent communication, because with our generation, we're past the politicalness of any organization or business. We want to know the truth, and we want to know how it is. Like if we're at a rough time with our organization, let us know so we can know how to support. Like we don't have to, play the politics in business. And so I think transparent communication, empathy, being able to lead with empathy, because let's get it, we all live this life, and there's going to be good days, there are going to be bad days, and being able to understand that everyone is not going to have the same experience, and everyone's not going to be all right. It might be a Tuesday that someone's parent died 5 years ago. If you don't know how to be able to walk in their shoes and know that feeling, or even just be able to simply relate to them at that point in time, then it makes your leadership style probably unlikable, because you can't relate to people. So being able to relate and maybe understand, hey, maybe today may not be the best day to be able to deal with this, and being able to revisit that, showing that empathy, showing that you care for people goes a long way. And that's all of the attributes that I've seen in the people that I look up to, whether that be said parents, community leaders, activists, business owners as well.
So there are, I'm sure, are people who look up to you as well. What is one thing that you've done that you're really proud of?
I would say the thing that I'm most proud of, being able to graduate college. I feel like that was kind of what kicked it off. Being a first generation college student with my parents, like my mom, she had started, got her nursing certificates. And then my dad, he worked in the steel mill. So none of them had pursued a typical 4-year college degree. And so being able to do that for myself, but then also my sisters and just family, to know that, hey, you can do it. It's not like something that was unachievable. Because truth be told, before, I didn't really have too many people to model it. And so for me, even going off to college, I didn't want to go to college at first. I thought it was a scam and everything. And then you start doing it and you realize the education component and the connection piece, networking, and it made college seem a little bit more achievable as the years went on. And so I think being able to graduate college should be that example for my siblings as well.
And you mentioned education. So what is one book that we should all add to our summer reading list this year?
I would say The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren. The reason I picked that book, because it goes outside of the typical business books, and it has you look at the deeper meaning of the why, which for me, starting a business or starting an organization should be more focused on the why first, and then later implementing those business practices. Because if you get in it for the money, then it's probably not going to last. So figuring out what is your meaning in life and what is whatever you're trying to accomplish meaning can take you a whole lot further than just being able to apply business principles, because then you can relate to it and it becomes a vision worth fulfilling.
Thank you for joining us on the show, Mikel. And don't go away. We'll be right back after these messages.